Prince Harry extremely disappointed by King Charles' snub after bone of contention. Prince Harry is very disappointed that his father, King Charles, has denied a meeting during his visit to London, despite the fact that they are only a stone's throw away. According to a source who spoke with the Daily Express, the presence of Queen Camilla and King Charles at Buckingham Palace on May 8 could be a significant factor that prevents the meeting from taking place. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. It is not surprising that Harry is quite dissatisfied with the fact that he has not been given the opportunity to meet with his father at this time, according to the source. When you take into account the fact that the two individuals will be in the same city at the same time and will be located within a short distance of one another, it becomes much more difficult to wrap your head around the situation. Sources say that Buckingham Palace and the Sussex camp had been trying to thrash out the logistics for a place and time to meet during Harry's visit to London, the consensus being that the meeting should take place on the fringes of the Buckingham Palace Garden Party on May 8, the same day Prince Harry is due to attend the Invictus Games' 10th anniversary service. The question of whether or not there will be time to meet on the 8th has not yet been discussed by all parties involved, according to a source who spoke earlier today. Aides are convinced that if a meeting were to take place tomorrow at Buckingham Palace, the Queen would also be present, which might potentially become a source of dispute. After flying in from California, Harry arrived in Britain by himself this morning. He is scheduled to attend the ceremony that will honor the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Games, which will take place in London tomorrow. During the Invictus Games discussion that took place this afternoon at Armoury House, the Duke of Sussex was seen attending. The topic of the talk was realizing a global community. In the earlier part of today, the insider stated that there have been two different possibilities for a meeting that have been considered. There will be one for this evening at Clarence House, and another for tomorrow. There has not yet been a decision reached regarding either of the meetings. Nevertheless, discussions are still taking place while Harry is present in order to determine whether or not something can be arranged for the following day. In spite of the fact that there was a glimmer of hope regarding a last-ditch attempt at a meeting, Prince Harry's spokesperson said today that the reason the two couples were unable to get back together was due to a conflict between their diaries. According to a statement that they released, they added, "Unfortunately, due to His Majesty's packed schedule, it will not be possible." It goes without saying that the Duke is aware of his father's commitments and other priorities, and he is looking forward to seeing him in the near future. A report that was published in the Daily Express a week ago stated that the likelihood of Queen Camilla attending a meeting with King Charles and his son was extremely low. A source stated at the time, "Let's just pretend that the Queen could be otherwise engaged," and this statement was made. At the beginning of February, on Harry's most recent trip to the United Kingdom, he reportedly met with the King at Clarence House for a brief period of 45 minutes. A great deal of information on that visit, including whether or not Queen Camilla was present, is still shrouded in obscurity. It is the first time that Prince Harry has returned to the United Kingdom since his brief visit, which was precipitated by the news that King Charles had been diagnosed with cancer. It was revealed by the source that Harry made the right decision when he travelled to the area in February. On the other hand, it was a surprise that came at the very last minute and was rather imposed onto the household. The absence of a meeting at that time would have been detrimental to the public's perception of the situation. This week, Harry will only be in London for a short period of time. Particularly after he relocated to the United States, his relationship with the royal family has been the focus of a great deal of scrutiny from the general public. It was stated by the source that Harry is making a concerted effort to repair the damage that has been made over the course of the past few years. The process of working his way back in is proving to be a very challenging endeavor for him, but he is solely responsible for his own actions.